Hi everyone, my name is Lily, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can make your own digital passion planner. I'm sure many of you have seen those amazing passion planning videos all over YouTube. They always involve a beautiful notebook, the Passion Planner, created by Angelina Trinidad. The mission of the Passion Planner is to help you clearly define your goals, break them down into actionable steps, and write them in a place that you would see and use every day. The notebook first asks you to fill out a passion roadmap in order to identify your goals, and then throughout the weeks and months it asks you to focus your schedule based on those goals that you create. I always wanted one of these planners, but paper planning and I just have never gotten along. First of all, it always just felt like added weight on top of my really bulky computer and my iPad. Additionally, I would honestly just forget my planner anytime that I really needed it, and usually after a month or so, I ended up just using Google Calendar. I just lead a more digital life. It's honestly the method that I just find the most sustainable because I already have all the components that I need to do it. Another reason that I tend to err away from paper planners is that I love aesthetically pleasing design. I just spend so much time trying to create this beautiful design that I honestly just end up getting distracted and not really focusing on my goals, which is the purpose of the planner in the first place. It's even worse if you do everything in pen just for the sake of making it gorgeous, because you'll write down an appointment, make it look pretty, and then oops, the appointment needs to move around, or you are scheduling something else in its place, and then it's permanent. You can't get rid of it. Finally, the last thing that makes it hard for paper planning is, from the making of this video, the Passion Planner costs around $20 to $40. I honestly think that this is a price that is worth it, especially given the time, effort, and vision that went into creating this planner, but for some people that's just not affordable. So instead, I've spent my life just focusing on digital services like Google Calendar. However, services like Google Calendar don't have things that help you focus on what your life goals are, or to, help narrow down your week to the really essential thing. For that reason, I decided to make a digital form of the Passion Planner using the company's own materials. Before I start, I'd really like to emphasize that proper compensation is important. Proper compensation really is the key to helping the Passion Planner company keep going. Even though these are free downloadable materials, thank you, Angelina Trinidad, I do think it's important to contribute. Every time there's a Kickstarter, I donate whatever I can to keep the company going and show my support. If you use this digital method, I highly recommend that you do the same thing. Alright, so for this tutorial, I'm going to be using three things. First, I'm on an Apple iPad Pro that's 10.5 inches, though it really shouldn't matter what kind of or what size of your Apple iPad. I'm also using an Apple Pencil, and that I believe is only compatible with the iPad Pro, correct me if I'm wrong. But you could also type if you just prefer that. And finally, I'm going to be using an app called PDF Expert. The app itself is free, but it's $10 for annotations. I think it's worth it, especially since this is a lot cheaper and you can use PDF Expert for a lot of things, but it's up to you to decide whether you want to pay for that or if you want to use an alternate PDF app. So right now I'm on the Passion Planner website, and this is the digital downloads area. In order to get access to this, you either join Passion Planner's mailing list, or if you already have a Passion Planner and you've bought one, they actually do have instructions for gaining access to this page. So as you can tell, there are a lot of downloads. There's a roadmap, and they're like undated and dated planners. There are planners in different languages. So the ones up here, they're free full PDF downloads. So they have the huge PDFs for the entire planner. I don't recommend using that, and this is why. So right now I'm looking at one of the full PDFs. This one's dated 2018. And as you can see here, this is week 49, December to December 8th. And that is for 2017. But you can see this goes 2, 3, 4, and then 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's that jump there. And then the next week, it's week 3, January 14th through January 20th. And like, where did everything go, And then these two pages next to each other, don't look good, and that's because they're meant to be printed out and folded into a planner. So that's why you don't want to use this. This is the undated weekly. As you can tell, they're right next to each other. Perfect. And this is why you want to get the compact version. The non-compact version has them on different pages. It's the classic. So if you want, like, I guess more room to write and want it to be all in one page, that's up to you. But I think, especially on an iPad where you can just zoom in, you don't really need to have this separation here. So here is my PDF Expert app. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit share. And what you're going to want to do is copy to PDF Expert, and that will export it into the app. So here you can see these are the apps that I have. I have the weekly, Sunday. I have the months dated, and I really like that because unlike the other one, so it has the full 2018, 2019 calendar, and it does have the months dated, and it doesn't have that really weird thing that was going on with the full version. So it's really nice to have these dates, at least if I have to have something. What you're going to want to do is, after you've exported everything, so I have the weekly undated Sunday, the dated monthly, the monthly reflection, and then the passion roadmap. What you're going to do is hit select and select all of the documents, and then hit merge right here. So what it does is it creates a document with all of them in there. And the good thing is it doesn't get rid of the other ones, right? So if you're going to need extra pages, you can just add them. So I'm going to name this Passion Planner 2018. All right, so now what you're going to do is, the cool thing about this is you can customize it, right? So right now what you have in this order is just the undated weekly and then the monthly, and you just keep going, and then you kind of have everything at the end. But one way to actually customize this is you want to move things around, right? So you're going to want to click these squares up here, and by simply just dragging things, you can put them in the right order. So the way it is in the actual notebook, I know that you just click edit, and you tap the things that you're going to move, and you hold it, and just move it all the way up to the beginning, like so. So now those things are in the beginning, right? And this is the weekly, so I'm gonna wanna move my weekly right after the month. And so another thing I wanna do is after the weekly, I'm going to have the reflection. So when the month is over, I can reflect on how the month went. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing is, well, it should be in the right order now. Yeah. So another thing you can do is make a duplicate. So if I want to duplicate this page, because right now I only have 1 week and I want to add another week, I'll copy it and then paste it and just tap that and then move it. And now you have 2 weeks. So you can do all of this at once and just go ahead and add the weeks all right now, or you can do 2 weeks at a time or 3 weeks, whatever you want. Do the entire month. I tend to do it 2 weeks at a time because it keeps me focused on things. And then finally, what you can do is add an extra page. So the Passion Planner itself has a nice cover page, and it also has like a place for you to write your name. So one way to do that in PDF Expert is to tap this plus icon over here, and it lets you add a piece of paper. So if I want to add a piece of paper, I'm going to kind of want to make it cool because that's, you know, the best part of the planner is it looking cool. So I kind of like this blueprint, but you can also just do white. And I'm going to do the graph paper because I love graph paper. So it added it there. I'm gonna move it up here. Okay, so PDF Expert, you have to pay for annotation tools, and I think it's worth it. When I bought it, it was $9.99, but basically what I'm gonna do, just use white, and I'm gonna write Lily's Passion Planner. And you can put any other information you want to and like decorate it because it's yours Passion Planner now. So yeah, those are the tools that you're going to need. If you want to customize it even more, like I said, you go to the Passion Planner website, and once you put in the password and you do everything you need to get the password, just look through and see like what there is available to add to your Passion Planner. Again, if you use this method, I highly suggest donating during Kickstarters to support the company, because all of this is made through this love, sweat, and tears of Angelina Trinidad, and Passion Planner is very much a company worth supporting. In summary, if you're looking for a digital alternative to the Passion Planner, you can use the company's own materials as well as a PDF reader and annotation kit in order to replicate that experience, but digitally. Again, if you use this method, I highly suggest that you donate to Kickstarters when they happen, as the materials are free, but there is a lot of labor that went into them, and it's definitely worth donating what you can in order to support the Passion Planner company. If you like this video, hit the subscription button below so you can be notified for all my future videos. Thanks for watching.